numerical based on the rate constant and the change of temperature and its effect on the rate constant from the chapter chemical kinetics. This question is exercise question. Question number 4.30. I will write down the question and I will explain what the question is asking for. The question says the rate of reaction quadruples. That means becomes 4 times when the temperature changes from 293 Kelvin to 313 Kelvin. So with this data, we have to find out or calculate the activation energy of the reaction So what is that equation which relates the activation energy and temperature with rate constant? It is Arrhenius equation. So we know that K is equal to Arrhenius constant A multiplied by E raised to the power activation energy by universal gas constant multiplied by temperature. Linear form of this equation is natural log of K is equal to natural log of A minus EA by RT natural log of E base E, which will become 1. So for two temperatures, let this be condition 1, let this be condition 2. So for 293, let it be K1. For 313, let it be K2. So we can write two equations for two different temperatures like this. Log E K1 will be equal to log E A will remain constant minus EA we have to find out. R is a constant multiplied by T1 and log E base E will be equal to 1. Similarly, log E K2 will be equal to log E A minus EA by R T2 into 1. Let this be equation 1. Let this be equation 2. Now we can subtract equation 1 from equation 2 or from equation 2 from equation 1. Either way we can do. But if you will subtract equation 1 from equation 2, then equation 1 will come in denominator and equation 2 will come in numerator. And relation between K1 and K2 is given. It is given that the rate of reaction quadruples and rate is directly proportional to the rate constant. We know that rate is proportional to rate constant. So if R1, that means rate 1 is to rate 2 is proportional to K1 is to K2, then we can write that 4K1 is equal to K2. Means K2 is 4 times of K1. It quadruples. It is given here. It quadruples. So to get some value, the logarithmic value of which can be found out, what we will do, we will subtract equation 1 from equation 2. If I subtract equation 1 from equation 2, then this will get a negative sign, this will get a negative sign, this will get a positive sign. And its value will become like this. For simplicity, log E can be written as ln K2 minus ln K1. This and this will be cancelled, will be equal to EA by R T1 minus EA by R T2. E and R can be taken out as common. So this becomes, this we can write as ln K2 by K1 is equal to EA by R is taken out common. This becomes 1 by T1 minus 1 by T2, where T1 is equal to 293 Kelvin and T2 is equal to 313 Kelvin from here. This can be again written as 2.303 log. That is how we convert natural logarithm to decimal logarithm. K2 can be written as 4K1 by K1 from here. Is equal to EA, activation energy which we have to find out, divided by 8.314 joule per Kelvin per mole multiplied by 1 by 293 minus 1 by 313. So this becomes log 4. K1 and K1 gets cancelled. Log 4 will become EA by 2.303 multiplied by 8.314 Whatever energy value will come in terms of joule. Else we can write it here also, so as to relate the units with the final value, multiplied by, this will be a temperature thing. So 313 minus 293 divided by 293 into 313. Value of log 4 can be seen from the log table. Its value comes out to be 0.6021 is equal to EA by 2.303 into 8.314 joule per Kelvin per mole, multiplied by, this value will become 20 divided by 20 what? 20 Kelvin, and this will become 293 into 313. Since we are multiplying, so it will become Kelvin square. Now if we will see carefully, Kelvin square and Kelvin will become per Kelvin. Per Kelvin and per Kelvin will be cancelled. So whatever value we will get of activation energy by cross multiplying, that will come out in joule per mole value. So EA will become, we'll just cross multiply 0.6021 multiplied by 2.303 multiplied by 8.314 joule per mole multiplied by 293 into 313, and this will go to denominator. This will become joule per mole divided by 20. This will go to denominator. So activation energy EA will come out to be, this is simple multiplication, but these are all long values. So I will tell you how to make it short. If you will calculate it as the values are there, then you will get the exact answer, which will be 52,863.33 joule per mole, or 5.3 if I write in scientific notation into 10 to the power 4 joule per mole. So in both the ways the answer can be written. Now this answer you will only get if you have enough time to calculate these long values. Now if you do not have so much of time to calculate and the examination paper time is running short, at that time you can quickly approximate it. I'll tell you how to approximate this quickly. Quick approximation to get the answer close to the exact answer. This your examiner will also understand that you have applied your trick and you know the calculation. See, up to this it is chemistry. Up to this it is chemistry. From here to here it is mathematics. And here it is your like skill of calculation. So this value 0.6016 I can take as 0.6 only, multiplied by 8.314 314 is not 8.5, so I can take it 8 only. Multiplied by 293 can be taken as 2.9 into 10 to the power 2 approximately. Similarly, 313 can be taken as 3.1 10 to the power minus 2. And then divide this by 20. Now you can give this 0 to 0.6, it will become 6. And now this becomes a near to whole number value, which can be calculated. And roughly this value will come out to be 4.96 10 to the power 4. So this can be approximated to the integral value as 5 into 10 to the power 4 joule per mole. But use this sign. It is not equal to sign. It is approximation sign. Use this sign. And in the bracket, you write approximately. This you do only if you have less time then do approximation. In this way, I will be telling you how to solve the problems in lesser time, but explanation of the numerical takes time. So in general classroom, if there are say 30 numericals, and if one numerical takes 15 minutes, so you can assume that what is the volume of the content which has to be taught and how much time it will take to solve each problem. That is why I am making this video, so that at your own pace of time, you learn it, and when you will solve without trying to make somebody understand, you will be definitely doing it much faster. Okay, like if I will do it for my sake, for my exam, I will be doing it in a very faster manner. But if I will be doing it to explain somebody, definitely I will have to be slow, and I will have to show the references. So practice makes a man perfect. So do practice these numericals so that you are able to relate the given values with the working formula, and you can do the calculations quickly. Thank you.